So maybe let's do a quick shout out around what kind of examples folks can think of when we talk about micro enterprise folks in the hood. So Wes mentioned the carvers. I noticed you think about carvers with some basic infrastructure so they can actually make more money and be less exploited.
That's the art cart, isn't it?
Well, it's not the business model of the art cart, but an art cart is a model that could work for that. What are some other examples of folks, maybe yourselves or other people? Megaphone, Hope in Shadows.
I got them right here. Megaphone comes out every 2 weeks. It's Vancouver's alternative newspaper. All the stuff that they don't dare to publish in a regular paper is always huge. You can find the real story in there.
Okay, so
Only $2 or a little bit more.
Entrepreneur. Hope in Shadows calendar started off as a social justice education project fundraiser for Pivot. Now it's what, $150,000 it brings in, and that mostly gets just
320. Yeah, 160.
It goes up 10% every year. This is our 11th year.
And so that's Downseaside residents who can go out and sell that product. And that's, in a way, it's not a co-op, but in a way, the salespeople are co-op. You know, it's almost like you got this crew of salespeople who share that market distribution system, pocket some of the money, and the rest of the money goes to the shared cost of the production, which is the calendar printing.
Sunday market.
I was just going to say, but it's not co-op yet.
Yeah. Well, we have a vendor right over there. Rod's a vendor, so he's a regular. Yeah.
And
Okay, go for it.
well, the people that sell stuff at the market, that's their profit. It's not co-op yet. So, but everybody is at the same time, the same place. So a lot of people can come in, pick and choose whatever their needs are.
So one of the challenges I think, and if people know me, I'm pretty frank, so I'm gonna say this. So there's a stigma that the market has. One, because it's new and it's a bit chaotic, and it's not like Granville Market, right? Where it's very middle class and very organized and clean. So there's a stigma that you have to overcome to make more money for the vendors. There's also there's this perception among some that's just all poor people selling stolen stuff. So there's that kind of misinformation.
A lot of misinformation over there, and on the other side, those people are, most of them, very poor. So even to ask them to join and pay for space, most of the time we can't do it because they don't have enough money to pay for it.
Well, no, and we recognize those criticisms, and it's not like the market is completely devoid of stolen goods. Of course, there are stolen goods there, but there are stolen goods at Terminal and other flea markets. What we've done is we've almost doubled the number of volunteers patrolling recently, and then we've actually started a social enterprise of selling coffee and baked goods and so forth to add capacity without getting additional grant money. So the more security there and the more regulated it is, we feel that the safer it'll be, and the less it'll be attractive for people to bring stolen goods there. And so we're working hard to change those perceptions.
It's an example of low-hanging fruit. We were talking about the term low-hanging fruit because there's a lot of economic activity there. And rather than going, oh, well, it doesn't fit into our model, it's like, well, actually, let's be adaptive. Let's think about what does that market need to be more successful, to generate more revenue for residents, to be attractive to tourists and to other residents. Say, hey, let's go down to the Sunday market. Let's get some food. You look at Trout Lake Market. Look at the middle class and the working class people who go to Trout Lake Farmers Market. Thousands of people go there. It's a huge. So we have to think apples may be oranges, but capital or generating revenue. So let's say you're, and there's 3 examples. Kickstarter is the most popular one. Indiegogo is the second most popular.
In Canada,
Start
Kickstarter's in the US.
Start Some Good is another one. So these are all ways that you can find supporters. For example, I used to give this example. Fans of Def Leppard, people who like that band. This filmmaker who wanted to do a film on Def Leppard. Well, the National Film Board's not going to fund this person to make a film about this rock band. But this filmmaker knows there's lots of people in North America who love Def Leppard, and if they could just find 1,000 of those people, say, hey, we're going to make this film, we're going to give you an exclusive copy, and we're going to give you some incentives. Give us the money that you're going to pay for the film now instead of a year from now, and we'll have $20,000 to finish the editing. So that's a crowdsourcing model.
The main issue with this is more than often the
Yeah. So in a way, you can almost provide a service of like, I'm going to set up a baking program, and if you give me $20 now, I'm going to give you $20 collection of coupons that you can use to purchase my baked goods once I'm up and running. Let's go to, we're going to go another quick throw.